So welcome. Another way you can see what this church is that we give away the entire cash collection on the first Sunday of every month. We give this collection away to an organization that we feel is doing the work of justice or service in our community and is connected to a member of our church and is, in fact, nominated by a member of our church and selected by the First Sunday Committee. So this Sunday, the recipient is the Deaf Action Center. The Deaf Action Center is also a client of our own nonprofit, Jericho Road, Dallas, and is connected to member Nancy Bateman. I want to welcome forward now Heather Hughes, the Executive Director, with her sign interpreter, to speak with us. Heather.
Good morning, everyone. I hope that you can sit and relax a little bit and listen to a story of deaf folklore. I want you to imagine, instead of earth, which if you'll notice is spelled earth, earth became devoid of sound. There would be no symphonies, and instruments would be left to languish and covered with dust. Even your iPad and iPods and the radio devices, musical devices in your vehicle would be left to corrode. Instead, I want you to imagine another place called Iath, where everything depends on visual stimuli and communication. Spoken language does not exist and is prohibited. Of course, that would not work for most of you. That would be a terrible thing to imagine. But I'd like for you to see the other side of things. Iath, this visual land, would be a place in which people could work but depend fully on their communication in sign language. There would be no need for spoken language. They could watch television without sound. They could enjoy time with friends and family in peace and quiet. What would you think of that kind of world? It does exist. Because if you compare that to earth, and people come into this land and they are told that they cannot communicate. They don't know sign. Would they consider that fair, equitable? But that comparison does exist in today's world. Deaf Action Center for 35 years has been a part of both Earth and Iath, bringing both the hearing world and deaf worlds together as one. In 35 years, we have established several different programs. We have an advocacy program where we empower deaf and hard of hearing to become more independent so that they can socialize with people here on Earth or Earth. We teach them to live in the hearing world, but we also teach hearing people to be able to exist in our world. Nancy is a perfect example of that. She lives in a world of people who can hear, but she has become involved in the deaf community. She doesn't know sign language, but she has respect for our culture and our being. And with that, we're able to exchange ideas and exchange support for each other. And she has become a very important thing, which we call allies. We have had to learn to be able to explain the needs of each world to each other. We have a senior citizen program where we provide support for deaf and hard of hearing senior citizens. We have an independent living program where we do help deaf people become more confident in living in a world of people who can hear. So I want you to think about what life would be like if you did not have access to spoken language. How would you purchase a car? How would people attend law school? It's very hard for you to imagine, I suppose. But we invite you all to join our world and to learn to be much more open to a different way of communication. In Deaf Action Center, our goal is to allow you to understand that you can be a part in helping deaf people become more independent and participate fully in the world of people who can hear. There are deaf people who are executive directors, such as me, engineers, attorneys, doctors, who happen to be deaf or have a hearing loss. So again, Deaf Action Center is here to communicate to all people that they can participate and do anything that they want to do. And we invite for you to join us in a very eye-opening experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather, for being here and for bringing the Deaf Action Center to us. If you're going to write a check in this offering, please write it to First Unitarian Church and write DAC in the memo line. Otherwise, all cash, non-pledged monies will go to the Deaf Action Center and their work to unify the earth and the eye.